Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. I'm also good. Be safe, be at home. Okay, so today we will learn about fiber to fabric, and we already discussed about this in Google Meet classes. So in fiber to fabric we will learn about wool and silk. So first of all, as I told you, what is fiber and what is fabric? Fabric means the cloth which we wear, okay, like the clothes of cotton, the clothes of silk, the clothes of wool. So these are the fabrics, and fibers are what? Fibers are the thread by which these fabrics are made, okay. So fiber to fabric, our chapter. So see, you must have worn woolen and silk clothes, right? We all wear woolen and silk clothes, and we know that the wool is obtained from the hair of sheep, yak and other animals, while the silk fiber is obtained from the silkworms, right? We all know, we all wear the woolen clothes and the silk clothes. We love to wear woolen clothes in the season of winter. We wear silk clothes whenever we go out, especially in any occasions. So silk and woolen both we get from the animals, and we know that the wool is obtained from the hair of sheep, yak and other animals, right? And silk fiber is obtained from the silkworms. So do you know how the silk is obtained from the silkworms and how it is made into the fabric silk? So in this chapter we will learn that only, how silk is drawn from the silkworm and made into the fabrics, okay. So see, we obtain fiber from two sources. First is plants and the second is animals. See, plant and animal. So the fiber which are obtained from the plants are known as the plant fiber, okay. The fiber which we obtain from the plant is known as the plant fibers. For example, cotton we obtain from the plant, flax we obtain from the plant, jute. These are some examples of the plant fibers, okay. On the other hand, what we can say that the fibers which are obtained from the animals are known as the animal fiber, okay. For example, wool and silk, okay. Wool we obtain from sheep, yak, they are the animals, and silk we obtain from the silkworm is insects, okay. So both these fibers are used to make different kinds of clothes. Wool fibers used to make woolen clothes which we wear in winter, like sweaters, caps, jackets, etc. And silk is used to make the silk clothes, right? So let us read about these animal fibers in detail. In this chapter we will learn about these fibers in details, okay. See, now we'll see the wool, okay. So as I told you, from where we get the wool? We get the wool from the animals, and the name of that animals are the yak, sheep, goat, okay. So wool comes from the flesh of sheep, goat, yak and other animals. Such animals generally live in cold climates. These animals are live in cold climates. As you have seen yak in the hilly areas, goat or pashmina goat, sheep and other animals, right? They live in a cold climates. They have a thick coat of hair on their body that traps a lot of air and keeps their body warm, as air is a bad conductor of heat, okay. So what their hair does, they have very thick coat of hair, and that traps a lot of air which keeps their body warm, because in cold air they will feel very cold. That's why they have a very thick hair to protect them from cold and keep them warm. The flesh of the sheep and the other wool bearing animals have two types of fibers are there. The first is the coarse beard hair, and the second is the fine soft under hair close to the skin. These fine under hair provide the fibers for the making wool. This is the best for making the wool. The soft under hair, okay. So there are some special breeds that have only fine under hair, okay. So these breeds are produced by selective breedings. How as you ask me in the Google Meet as well, breed. What is breed? So breed is what breed are the same species which have special character. So two parents so in this process, parents with a special character. So male male sheep, for example, male sheep and female sheep with a special character are fertilized, and the offspring means the baby. Okay, the offspring, parents with a special character are chosen to obtain a special character in their offspring, and it means their baby have a special character which are used to make the special breeds of hair. Okay, they are the some special breeds that have a special hair, okay, special fine hair to make the wool. Okay, next, wool yielding animal. So those animal from where we get the wool. So several breeds of sheep and other wool bearing animals are found in India. They are mainly reared to obtain wool. Angora wool is obtained from the Angora goat. See, Angora wool is obtained from the Angora goat, found mainly in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. See, these are found in the Jammu and Kashmir. Pashmina wool, Pashmina shawl is very famous of Jammu and Kashmir. Pashmina wool is obtained from the Pashmina goats, okay, and it is very soft. Yak wool is obtained from yak wool is found mainly in Tibet and Ladakh. Okay, yak wool mainly found in Tibet and Ladakh. Llama and alpaca are found in South Africa. Fibers obtained from these animals are soft, warm and lightweight. Okay, so you can see. So see the picture of this animal. Picture of this animal. See the picture of this animal. See, this is camel, alpaca, yak, goat, llama and Angora goat. These are used to these are the animals from where we get the wool. Okay, these are the wool yielding animals. Okay, now from fibers to wool. Now how we make the wool from fibers? Okay, from the hair of those animal we make the wool. How we make? So the wool which we use for knitting sweater is finished product that we get after a long process. The steps involved in this process are given below. So the wool which we get finally for the knitting the sweater and all we get it after the long process. Okay, after the long process, and the process are, the first is rearing. The first is what? Rearing. What is rearing? Keeping animals in domestication or in shelter in our home for the breeding or for the production of the product from there is known as the rearing. Sheep are reared to obtain wool, and they are mostly found in Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. They are herbivorous, so they eat grass and animals. So these are the herbivores. The sheep are the herbivores, so they eat the grass and leaves. Beside rearers also feed them mixture of, so beside this rearers feed them mixture of pulses, corn, jowar, oil cakes and minerals, etc., so that they have a very soft and shiny hair. In winter they kept indoors and feed them leaves, grain and dry fodders. Fodder means the dry grasses which they use to feed the animals. Okay, so they have a lifespan of about 10 to 12 years. They only live for 10 to 12 years. Some of the breeds of sheep that are reared in our country are given in table. So there are some breeds which are given in table. Now we'll see. Okay, okay, see, so the name of the breeds. First is Nali. Nali is a breed, is a sheep. Okay, these are the sheep. Nali is a breed, and quality of the wool is what? Used for the carpet wool. We have carpet, right? And where they found in Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. Okay, next is Marwari. They have a very coarse wool and they found in Gujarat. Third one is Lohi breed, which has very good quality of wool and found in Rajasthan and Punjab. Fourth one is Rampur Busher. They have very good quality of wool, that is brown flesh, and they found in Uttar Pradesh and Himachal Pradesh. Patanwadi have very for hosiery and is found in the Gujarat. Bakharwal have very used for the woolen shawl. We wear the shawl which found in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, Next one is shearing. Shearing means, I told you, the removing of hair of sheep and goat. The removing of hair of sheep and goats are known as the shearing. Once a sheep develop a thick coat of hair, the flesh of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin removed from its body. Okay, so what is shearing? The removing of the flesh of the sheep, okay, from their body is shearing, and this process is called the shearing. Shearing can be done by large razor or with a shearing machine. So that can be done with the large razor, or there is so many machines as well. Right now we have so many machines, new technologies are there. Okay, usually shearing is done in hot weather. Why? Because in winter they need very thick hair. Okay, in winter they need very thick hair to protect themselves from the winter, from cold. So the shearing is mostly done in the hot weather, so that they can feel relaxed. So the hair provide woolen fibers which are then processed to obtain woolen yarn. Okay, now, so do you know the uppermost layer of the skin of the sheep is dead? That is why it's not painful. See, we have this hair. Now whenever we go to the barber and they cut our hair, so do we feel any pain? We don't feel pain. It doesn't hurt because it is a dead one. Okay, these are the dead ones. So they have also the dead skin layer. The uppermost layers of the skin of the sheep is dead. That is why shearing does not hurt the sheep, as a haircut does not hurt you. Okay, next one is, okay, there is a question, shearing is done during hot weather. Why? Tell me the answer in WhatsApp. Okay, you can make a small video and send it to me in my WhatsApp. I'll check. Okay, or you can write the answers in a notebook and send me the photo. Okay, the next part is scoring. What is scoring? I told you now, to washing those hair, to wash the dust, remove the dust and dirt of the, or grease of the grease of the hair of that sheep is known as a scoring. The sheared hair are thoroughly washed with soapy water to remove dust, dirt and grease. This is called scoring. Nowadays scoring is also done by machines. The fourth one is sorting. What is sorting? After scoring, sorting is done. The hair are sent to a place where hair of different texture are separated and sorted. So what is sorting? The separation of the hair on the base of the texture. Okay. Now removing burr. So in this step, small fluffy fibers are there small fluffy fibers are called the burrs, are picked out from the hair, and this process is done manually. You can see these burrs on your sweaters as well. Okay, you can see, and after this fiber are scored again and dried, and then passed through a series of rollers and dryers to be drawn into fibers. Okay, see next, the last one is now is dyeing. What is dyeing? The coloring. Okay, dyeing means the coloring. The natural flesh of sheep and goat is black or brown or white. I told you the natural flesh is what? Black, brown or white. So it is dyed in various color to get wool of different colors. Okay. Now, last one is making yarn. Now the wool is strengthened in the machine. We strengthen it, okay, combed and rolled into yarn. After spinning, this wool can be used for knitting. Now it is used for the knitting sweaters, and long fibers are knitted into sweaters, and the short ones are spun into and woven into wool and clothes. Okay, class. So what are the steps we have learnt? The steps we have learnt are the rearing, shearing, scoring, sorting, removing burr, dyeing and making yarn. Okay, so this is the process of making wool. Okay, today we have learnt about this only. In the next class we will learn about silk. Okay, be safe, be at home, and try to learn it at home. Just revise it, and if you have any doubt, then do ask me. Thank you so much.